and anybody in the first responder situations right now, we're just sending love. I've been seeing a lot of incredible stories of coaches that are just powering through in such a powerful way right now in those situations. So we just want to extend our love to you really quick before we get started. Oh yeah, 36. Let's rock and roll. Double screen, double screen. Okay. We'll give it one more second to just let everybody kind of file in, and then we'll jump into a little bit of recognition and some announcements. I'm really, really excited about tonight. Like really excited. Because I think like Kylie, I can see you on my screen. You were sitting by me at leadership. You might not have been by me, but we were definitely in the same room. When we started to get the sneak peek into BODGroups. And you guys, it's going to be so great. I can't wait. All right. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we can start. Actually, I won't share it yet for recognition because I like to see all the faces. Okay, so let's start with some recognition. Everybody unmute, start shouting some people out, and let's kick things off.
We have a new coach on Glow Diggers. I'm not sure if she's on yet, but Lauren, we're super happy that you're here. And
thank you. I am on.
Yay!
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Then we should be popping a new Ruby because Michelle went Emerald last Thursday. Super proud of you.
I'm gonna welcome Alyssa. She's right there. She's got a little girl on her lap. She just started her business today. So this is her very first team call. So welcome, girl.
Hi, guys.
I'm going to shout out Maggie Nixon. This is her first team call, and she was just welcomed to our team about an hour ago. So welcome, girl.
Anybody
I
else?
will go. Elena, so this is like a non-Beachbody related recognition, but she just passed her clinical ladder 4 at work. And that's like a huge deal in the nursing world. I don't totally understand it, but I know she worked really hard for it, so I'm proud of her. She's also already locked in Success Club this month. Destiny, locking in Success Club already. And Amanda, who's only been coaching for like 10 days, hitting Emerald tomorrow, already locked in Success Club 10. So first month as a Success starter, super excited. So y'all are rocking it.
Heck yes.
I'll go. I have a few. Congrats, Elena. Sorry. So first I want to recognize Alex. She's a coach on my team. She made a post today that I think it was today. Every day is like running together. I think it was this morning. She made a post and it was just like really stepping outside of like posting about Beachbody. And it was like really like kind of bringing people into her story and her past. And it just, to me, it just was like, that next level into this business and really like allowing yourself to be known. And that to me, like that post today, Alex, was just fantastic. And I really just think that's going to be like a catalyst for so much hope for you in the future. So congratulations to you for stepping into that vulnerability. And second, I want to recognize Christina Yuri. I don't know if she's on this call or not. Guys, she's flipping a rock star. Like, she's an absolute rock star. It's her second month in the business. She has 11 coaches on her team. 3 of them are half emerald. She's going to be a diamond coach next week. And just kind of outside of like the quick success as far as rank, it's seeing her leadership, seeing her emerge so quickly and so rapidly. I'm in her little team page and she's making live videos and sharing her vision and just really making this about being a team culture. And for somebody that's been 6 years in, like, I'm just so inspired by that. I'm so inspired by the fearlessness of a new coach. Just really seeing her like rally her people. I think we can all learn something from that. So don't be scared to like rally your people and level up together and set goals together and do all these things together, because it's paying off for her big time.
She does rock. I love following her journey. She's crushed the 21-Day Fix and I think the 21-Day Fix Extreme, both programs. Anybody else?
I did just want to shout out my entire team because we've been doing a lot of, I don't know if you guys have seen any of our posts, but we did a fun glow juice video. I don't know if you've seen like people doing their wine glasses to the side on TikTok. It's not really my thing, but Jessica Carrier did this amazing video where all of them were doing we call energized glow juice, by the way. And we did a massive like please stay home photo. So I'm just super proud of you guys. Thank you for always showing up and being here. And I love y'all. All of you.
Anybody else? Team SB, y'all speak up if you got anybody to shout out. Kelsey is new mom and hard. And Erica is too. Wait a minute. That's right. It's been a week, right? I just saw your post. 1 week old little newborn right there. Oh my gosh. The fever. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, you guys. So let's dive in to some announcements. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Are you guys, can you see this good? Because I'm not going to do the full screen because I feel like I can't see everybody when I do that. All right, so here are just a couple things to keep in mind that are coming up. So we have a new energized flavor popping off in May, which I haven't heard that that's changing, but I'm sure we're going to hear kind of the specifics about that during Super Weekend, which is this weekend. So virtual weekend is this weekend. And I actually had a coach ask me today, is this something that I could invite prospects to? And absolutely, heck yes. You know, it doesn't have to be a coach sneak peek to bring prospects into our community. There have been so many coaches. I think there's some on this call who walked into a Super Weekend because somebody told them about it or they randomly heard about it and they were like, wow, this is incredible. And this is the time that people need community, whether it's virtual or in a building at a Super Weekend or not. Just feeling the energy that I know Beachbody Corporate will bring, all of these announcements are going to bring. They'll get to see their super trainers. We're going to get to learn more about BODGroups. So I'm not going to have probably everything that Beachbody will have for you guys this weekend. I'm sure they're going to give you a full rundown and like exactly what it's going to look like. I have a good little bit because I took some good pictures at NLC. But we're going to get even more this weekend. So make sure that you're there, and we're getting a top secret announcement from what I understand. I'm thinking it's not going to be the one with the Dallas, because that wouldn't necessarily be top secret because they've already kind of leaked that. So I'm thinking it's going to be something even bigger and better. So I can't wait to find out. Bar and 4 weeks of the prep, 6 weeks of work are now going to be on Beachbody On Demand. So you don't have to do a specialized challenge pack for those this month if people want those programs. They're going to fall onto BOD later this month. And that's also great for your current customers, current challengers, discount coaches. And then just keep in mind, we will be doing the France pre-launch this spring. So I know we're going to be kind of like figuring out different ways to roll over into France, but it's really important to just note that when we launch into a new country, that doesn't mean you have to like literally pick up your whole business and go plop down in France. But it is a good idea to start following maybe like fitness influencers that are located in France, like starting to look at accounts or hashtags that have to do with France and the culture over there, and just starting to like learn a little bit more about the culture so that you can kind of start to go onto those social media pages and maybe find people that you would have something in common with. Because I think we're all learning from what's going on in this global pandemic that whether you speak the same language or not, it doesn't matter. Like hearts are hearts, you know, people are people. Like the human race is the human race. So don't overthink it. You know, they're your brother and sister over there, even though they're across the pond. And we're getting a new energized flavor. Oh, I already said that. Okay. Anything else that anybody wants to add that is not on here? And we're doing the Emerald Push Group next week and Transformation Nation. So we just launched that today in the page. We're going to be shooting you guys some live videos, content training, but the whole point is like a really condensed 4 days to get your butt to Emerald, which is your first rank in your business. And if you're a brand new coach on here, basically what that means is 2 discount coaches in your organization. Now, discount coach can mean working the business, or it can mean I really love Shakeology and I want a discount. So think of like that wholesale membership with Costco or Sam's Club. It's just a way for them to get the discount, so they don't have to be working the business, but they can just be here for the discount and kind of all the perks that come with being a discount coach, because you do get early access to things. And so I always look at it like you're getting the VIP membership and you're saving money. So we're going to kick that off Sunday, and then I'll go to next Thursday. And the goal on Thursday is that we're rank advancing and recognizing so many emeralds that our team page notifications don't stop the entire day. Okay. Anything else that I missed, guys, that you want to add in?
You know, one thing that Maggie said, if you're already emerald, your goal is to bring someone to this emerald push, but also, guys, you can hit emerald again. So like, think of it as just, let's everybody help 2 people in the next week and level up.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And if you have like a discount coach or a new customer or new challenger, let them know like, hey, do you want to bring 2 friends into our challenge group? I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. But like, emerald is not this like hard thing. It's just helping a couple people get started and do exactly what you're doing. All right. So let's dive in to the meat of this call. So BODGroups is coming, you guys, finally, and they're not making us wait till May. Thank the Lord. And I just cannot wait. I know I already said this, but it's just so beautiful. It's so streamlined. I've been around since Facebook groups, and then we transitioned into I remember when my challenge tracker launched and I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. But like Beachbody coaching community, you guys, it actually started on like online message boards, like blogs. So we have come a really long way. But the point of that, me taking you all the way back there, is that's how important online community is. It was important before this pandemic. Your coaching position that you have right now was created out of a need. It wasn't like Carl was like, oh, it'd be really cool to add this. People were doing it, and that's why Carl said that he wanted to add it. And that's really like at the heart, like what we do. So that's why this is going to be such a powerful tool to keep helping our people see results. Oh gosh. It's not scrolling. Okay, there we go. And when I was listening to them tell us about this at NLC, the one thing that I kept hearing them say was they really created this because they wanted more coaches to run their own groups. They wanted more coaches to feel confident from the very beginning to get out and do the thing as the coach. You signed the dotted line. Okay, you did not sign the dotted line with your coach. You didn't sign the dotted line with your coach's coach. You signed that electronic signature to become the CEO of your own business. And whether that's 3 people in your group or 30 people in your group, it doesn't matter. It's your organization, and they came to you to work with you. So I put a couple of these little examples here because it's really the truth. You know, you learn how to become a coach when you set up your first group. I remember setting up my first group. I had no idea what I was doing. They didn't even have half the tools that we have now, but I was just excited to bring myself to those people because they signed up to work with me. So I want you guys to remember that like this is how we learn. And I'm really especially speaking to brand new coaches, but I want you to think as the leader of your team, as the leader of your coaches, that this is important for your coaches to step out and utilize this tool. And I'm going to get to that a little bit. Why is this? Okay, there we go. All right, so this is a little look at like what all is going to come into BODGroups. If you have not seen this yet, they are bringing everything that you see here into one tool. They are bringing Beachbody On Demand. They're bringing ShareCart. They're bringing my site, your like Beachbody site that Beachbody provides you. They're bringing your coach office. They're bringing my challenge tracker app. They're all putting it into one place. And I just want us all to take a second right now and be like, wow, we're blessed. Because I was talking to somebody today and they were telling me how much like their friend charges for their nutrition business and their personal training business. And I'm like, wow, yeah, I mean, they probably have to charge that much to pay for their app, to pay for their site, to pay for like all these tools that we are literally given right at our fingertips. So when I look at all of this stuff that's going to come on to BODGroups, I'm thinking like streamlined, simple. My customers and my coaches and my challengers are going to have a way easier time of like figuring things out. And also they're going to be more likely to buy more stuff because I've actually had like challengers be like, okay, where do I find that? Or how do I get that? Because we send the ShareCart. So I don't even think half the time that they even know to go on to teambeachbody.com and buy stuff. So all there, like in that app, everything is going to be right there. Pause. Okay. All right, so this is just another little site into what your site will look like. So they're giving us a more, visually appealing site. I don't like the site that we currently use with Beachbody, so I never hand it out. But this is going to be a lot prettier. It's going to be a lot more updated. You're going to be able to put all your social media links, your email, a picture of you that maybe matches your social media. And then right here is where all of your groups are going to be listed. So you can have one group going, you can have multiple groups going. It's going to show people everything that they need to see about you and about your business and about what's going on in Beachbody. So I'm really excited about this because I feel like I'll actually use it. And like your leads are also going to be able to see this. People that, see you on social media and then want to go Google you with Beachbody, they're going to see this. So this is just a much more streamlined, pretty way to utilize the site that Beachbody gives us. And then the groups right here, as you can see, like when somebody gets onto their bod, they're going to see the groups that are available to them, like that their coach is running. So this is going to be like so much easier because my challenge tracker app actually typically goes to like email and I know, or like to spam, I feel like, and then like people don't even want to get on Facebook right now. So just knowing that when they get on, they're immediately going to see their group. I really feel like that's going to push up like the amount of people who are tracking because it's all going to come into one, and it's going to push your engagement because they're not going to, go out of their bod app and then go into their my challenge tracker. It's all going to be right there. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why this is like froze. All right. So let's talk about some of the perks that are going to come with BOD. Leads can now see BOD as soon as they go on to Beachbody On Demand. So I know it's frustrating sometimes because people don't respond to our emails and we want to help them. But when they get on Beachbody On Demand and start doing their programs, which typically, they bought BOD and they get on there and they start working out, they're going to see the group that's available to them to join. And they can join right into your group, your BOD group. There's a super easy setup wizard. So it's going to be really easy for you guys to go in, create the group, and then, get it going. You can also start to show your challengers how easy it is to make their own groups. So I think sometimes there's a lot of overwhelm for people that come in and they see all these things that we're doing and all of these balls that we're juggling. But the reality of it is this is going to be so easy for them. So when they think about coaching or they want to transition into coaching, they can do that. Or they can just set up their own group and bring literally anyone into it that has a free Team Beachbody account. If they want to even start there, like this just really opens up the door for people to be able to start running groups. You're allowed to upload a hello video. So like at the start of your group, you can upload a video where you're explaining the group, you're setting an expectation, you're talking about the program that you'll be doing, you're talking about the resources and all the different things that you want to give them, and you're just personalizing it. I know I can't stand the video feature in my challenge tracker app, so I'm just like really, really excited that you get to bring your personal piece to your group. There's also going to be a challenge group guide. So all the visuals and all the content is completely done for you, and it's really cute. So it's not like, I don't know, I don't love all the stuff in the back office right now, but this stuff is like updated and it's cute. And if I'm telling you it's cute, it's cute. The visuals are fun and fresh and new, and there's going to be challenge group guides for literally every single program, every single thing that you could possibly need. This is my favorite part, during Share a Cart, you can now add an invite to the group directly into the Share Cart. So you can literally funnel them right into your group as soon as they see the Share a Cart. And I also feel like, you guys, this is going to help them want to complete that Share a Cart even more. Right? They see the group right there. They don't want to miss out on the reason that they want to join you in the first place. So they see that group invite, and that should be the $5 million, in value, right? Like way more than the Shakeology and all of that stuff. So I'm really excited about that part because I hate all the moving parts that are all over the place. So that's going to be a really good feature. You'll also be able to see which of your PS coaches are running groups. So your coach will be able to see if you're running a group. You'll be able to see if your coaches are running a group. And I love this feature because we're able to, just help more of our team, help more people. Sometimes it's hard to know like what's going on behind the scenes with your challengers, with your clients, with the groups that you're running. So having this feature, I feel like really helps us lead even better. And we can step in there and really help people get a group going if they don't have a group going. The feed and the view is very much like Facebook. So there's going to be like a live feature. There's like a write post feature. It literally looks exactly like Facebook, but thank God it's not Facebook. And then the direct URL is BODGroups.com. I attached this. I'll just take you guys. Can you see this? This is the FAQ. And I attached this number. It's 7408. Definitely leave this call or whenever you want. There is so much here that will answer every single one of your questions. I've never seen an FAQ this extensive. So all of this is here for you to go research and just really get clear on whatever questions you have, use that FAQ. Okay, so I wanted to run into a couple of just points with you guys now and how to utilize this and the mindset that I want you guys to have as you walk into this next season of your business and the next season of our lives. And I want you to think about this metaphor, if you will. I use this because I used to work in the restaurant industry, but I know we've all been to a restaurant. And restaurants do not stay open, you guys, because someone went to eat there one time. That is 100,000% not what keeps a restaurant open. The food is also not what keeps a restaurant open. You could have the very best food on the menu. Like I'm talking like top of the line, state of the art, delicious. And I look at our food, Shakeology, BOD, Energize. We know that these programs and these products work. We know that they change lives. We know that they will give you a transformation. But the wait staff, the greeting you get at the door, the service you get at the table, that is what depends on whether someone's coming back over and over. We are the wait staff, you guys. We are the greeting when someone walks into the door. Your group is the atmosphere that people feel when they sit down to eat. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't let these incredible things on our menu go to waste because we are not giving people an incredible experience, because we're not giving them a reason to come back and eat at our restaurant, to come back month after month after month. Because like I said, our products are absolutely incredible. They are incredible. But the reason our retention isn't continuing and isn't staying on this uphill climb is because we're not giving that experience everything that we can. And I know that BODGroups is going to make that 5,000 times better. But I just wanted us to all like reset, because I got a bad review once as a bartender and it sucked. I got a bad review and it was the like biggest gut punch that I've ever had. And I deserved the bad review. And I'll never forget getting on and reading it because I remembered the customer. And it just really reminded me how important every interaction that you make with someone is. Because like it or not, you are in the customer service business. You are not in sales. You're in network marketing, but not even really, because our businesses are built on relationships, not just on transactions. Our businesses are built on relationships and on transformations. So I want all of us to walk into BODGroups with the mindset that we want to give them the best experience possible. We want our BOD group to be their new favorite spot that they come to all the time. They're craving what's on the menu. They're craving their wait staff. They're craving the atmosphere, and they can't wait to jump in there and log in and see what everybody's up to. Okay, moving on. This is very important, okay, because this is where I think a lot of us create more stress than is needed. And so I want to remind you to outsource the stress and lean into your strengths. If you freak out about having a good post in your group every day, use the guides. If you need extras like recipes or, all the things that are on Beachbody On Demand's blog, copy, paste use. There is so much stuff out there, you guys. You can use Mompreneur. That is a outsource that a lot of us have used that is absolutely incredible. It's changed my business. I am able to give my customers and clients so much more love because I'm not worried about the post that I'm posting that day. It's okay if you didn't write it. Okay. It really is. Like, no business is successful because one person is running it, not one single business in this entire world. And we have to think like that. We have to think like CEOs. There is no $1 million business out there where everything is done by the CEO. So it's okay to outsource. I used to be like, oh, well, if it's my group, it has to come from me. And it did come from me. I paid for it and I posted it because I made that choice so I could be a better leader for them in other ways. So you're doing them a disservice by trying to spread yourself too thin. So I really want you guys to think about, how can I go into BODGroups and let go of that stress, but then bring up my strengths. So on the other hand, what are your strengths? Now that Beachbody has taken care of the content, what can you bring to the table that's going to light you up? What would you want out of a group when you step into a group? And it might not be anything to do with fitness. It might not be anything to do with nutrition. There might be all these other things that you love that you can pour into this group because they came, remember, to work with you. So this is a really awesome opportunity for you to dig into your strengths and figure out things that you're passionate about. And I guarantee you, because you're passionate about those things, you're going to be so much more excited to be in your group. How many of you are like, oh, I just get bored with my groups. They're just boring. I'm just over them. Like, there's no fire. There's not a lot going on. Well, it's probably because you or we are not excited to be in there because we're not sharing stuff that makes us passionate. We're not sharing things that get us excited to get up and get into our group. So think about that and really start to, jot notes down. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be streamlined, but if you could bring something in there once a week that is something that you love or something that you can add to them. And I'm going to give you guys some ideas towards the end on this slide, actually. All right. So how to start preparing. Like I said, what's the touch that you want to put on your group? It could be giveaways. It could be dance parties. It could be mom hacks, daily devotionals, budget tips. I love that one. I feel like everybody could use a little bit of a way to really utilize the world being on pause. How can they save? How can they spend smart? So take the passions that you have and pour them into your group. Start following up like crazy. Okay. So start following up with people like crazy. And I thought about this because you know how we do test groups with programs? Why not offer people to be a part of your test group of BODGroups? We just brought out this new feature. I would love to bring you in. I want to see what you think. This is a great way to get like older challengers back involved. Be like, look, I know that you were part of my challenge tracker app. I know that you've been in my Facebook groups, but I would just like really love for you to be a part of my next group. And I want you to give me your total feedback. You could even create like a form, like a feedback form where their name is anonymous and, they give you feedback. Actually, I think we should be doing that all the time because we should always be open to feedback and comment cards. But that's kind of an enticing, exciting thing to do too. And something that you could even share on your social media, just something that's going to look a little bit different than like a virtual wellness group, right? It's a test group. It's an opportunity for people to be a part of something for the first time. And people love sharing their opinions. So, and, wanting their opinions to be heard. So I feel like that's kind of a fun twist that you could do on it as well, especially for your like older customers and older discount coaches. And then, like I said, everyone, reach out to everyone, make sure you're in contact with everyone. I'm going to take you guys very quickly. Can you see my coach office dashboard right here? Okay. I just want to make sure that you guys know how to run a report in your coach office. If you are a brand new coach and you don't have any customers or discount coaches, it's fine because you're going to have them tomorrow because we know you're going to go out and sign someone up this week. So you need to know how to like really stay engaged with your entire business. So this tab right here, subscription orders, is a godsend. You can come here. I hope this might make me log in again. Sorry guys, 1 second. You know how this goes. Okay. All right. So you can come in here, and I also recommend making sure you're using this to see when orders are coming up and people have Shakeology about to ship and things like that as well, because you can come in and see where people are at and what they're doing. So you can filter it to be active subscriptions for BOD, customers, or coaches. And then you just come up here and you click export report. Export. It goes into an Excel sheet, downloads into an Excel sheet. So from here, you would open that up and save that, and then you can either upload that into Streak, and if you have absolutely no idea how to use Streak, ask your coach. You can upload that into, or go on YouTube, you can upload that into any kind of emailing system and then send a mass email. You can also go to your My Personal and Customer Orders, or just My Customers. You can export the report here, and then you can reach everyone all at one time. So it's really simple. And sorry if you guys know how to do that, but if you're running a business, you need to know these things that are going on in the back office of your business. So take some time, look at this stuff. And I also will just go to that page just to, let me get back to the slides. I'll also go to that page too, and I'll go to the final page, and I will start reaching out to people personally one-on-one. I actually made it a goal to reach out with 10 old customers a day right now and just reconnect, see how they're doing. And then that way, I can invite them to this group, or I can get them involved somehow. The next thing that you're going to do is encourage your team to fill a group. Whether you have one coach or you have 50 coaches, I want you guys to think about this. If we all helped 3 people get into a BOD group, there are how many people on this call right now? Like 60, 50? I can't do that math right now, but I want you to just stop thinking like I have to have, 10 or 15 or 50 people to have a BOD group. You can have a BOD group with 2 people. But it's making the BOD group. It's making the community. It's getting out and talking to people and filling up a group. It's not waiting till you have people ready to sign up and then filling a group. It's setting the group date, knowing what you're going to do in the group, and then making it your mission to fill the group. Maggie said, or Maggie didn't, maybe Maggie said this, she doesn't go to bed until it's done. And then another coach said the other day, I invite till the dam breaks. So think about it, you guys. Like if there's a dam here and you're just inviting and you're inviting and you're inviting and you're inviting, eventually the dam is going to break. Like it's going to break and the water is going to flow through. Someone's going to say yes. So get your team filling up groups. If you don't have any coaches underneath of you right now, you fill up the group. Use this as an opportunity to serve people however you can, like however you can, whether it's with a free trial or a challenge pack. All somebody needs is a Team Beachbody account to get into a group. And I want to remind you that half the coaches on here didn't start with challenge packs. I started using somebody else's sign up. I started using Natalie's DVDs. Kelsey got her program, I think, and didn't even go through Natalie. Like a lot of the coaches on this team didn't start the way we always want people to start. But I want you to remember that getting people in the door and getting them in the community is the most important thing. And it's not disregarding a challenge pack, but remember that this group, this feature that we now have, is such a powerful way to get people obsessed with the community, which we all know is why we keep coming back. It's not just the incredible things on our menu, it's the experience, it's the atmosphere that we have. Okay, I also thought this graphic was really cute. I'm trying to scroll, but it's froze. Okay. I missed, where's my one? Oh, I'll get to that last. It must not have saved. All right, so I wanted to leave you guys with just these kind of 3 main things to remember. Listen, lead, serve. Listen to what they're saying. What are their needs? What are they struggling with? Lead them to the solution. Don't hesitate to share what you know will work for them and what you recommend. The sooner you take yourself seriously, the sooner everyone watching you and talking to you will. I know it's very easy sometimes to think like, well, I've only been coaching for a week. Well, it doesn't matter. You know more than they know, and you're able to lead them to the solution that they need. All you got to do is listen, lead, and then serve them in the way that they need. Be the person they think about when they're really happy they made this change. Help them work through their limiting beliefs and reach their goals. That's what we do as coaches. And I had this graphic in here, but it must not have saved. If you can run a Facebook, you can run a BOD group. I want you to think about that for a second. We are scrolling Facebook in and out, day in and day out. We're commenting, we're liking, we're friending people. I mean, that's literally this. Don't overthink the opportunity that is a BOD group. We're on Facebook because we want community. We want to see what everybody's doing. We want to know what people are up to. We want to like, we want to comment. You know, if you scroll your Facebook and you're all about the memes, bring the memes into your BOD group. If you scroll your Facebook and you are all about the family pics, you want all the family pics, you want to see all the cuteness, then bring that, find a way to like bring that into your BOD groups with the moms that you're working with and the families that you're working with. If you think about what you like to see, and I guarantee you your people are going to like to see that too. Of course, BODGroups is going to have all the same features with tracking. You're going to be able to log your shake, log your workouts. We'll be able to go in and, you know, set things up ahead of time and plan our groups out ahead of time. So all of those features that are like on my Challenge Tracker app will remain. And the final thing to note is everyone in your current My Challenge Tracker app groups will just automatically come right over to BOD. So this doesn't launch for another 11 days. So you can always start even, you know, creating like a pre-launch group on My Challenge Tracker app, getting people in there, create like a small prep week where you're just getting people ready for their program. That way they're ready to start, you know, April 26th, or, you know, maybe your start's going to be at the very beginning of May. But that's the most important thing to do, is have that date. Like, I want my group to start on this day. I want everybody to feel ready and have their pack on this day. Of course, we still help people even if they don't get signed up and ready for that. But what's your goal going to be for this? What's your non-negotiable going to be for this? And I want you guys to aim high. Like, people need what we have right now, like more than ever before. I was thinking earlier, I was like, there's always been objections. There's always been the fear of what someone's going to say about me, what I post on social media. What's going on in the world does not really change that, like, at all. So if anything, we should be speaking louder. We should be messaging more people. We should be believing even more in what we're doing, because 700,000 people logged or streamed a workout on BOD this past week. 700,000 people. That's a lot. And we're not even in France yet. And I'm pretty sure we're like taking over the world. So take this seriously, you guys. This is $1 million opportunity that you're sitting on, that you didn't create the website for, you didn't have to create the app for, you didn't have to create the graphics for, you didn't have to create the programs, you didn't have to create any of that stuff. All you have to do is focus on the people. All you have to do is focus on the people, but most importantly, you have to focus on yourself and lead yourself. And then if this will scroll down, I'll share a final quote with you that really stood out to me about leadership. Here we go. Uncertainty is not an indication of poor leadership. It underscores the need for leadership. So guys, like I said, we're in an uncertain time. You might even feel uncertain that you just stepped into this business and you don't know what you're doing, right? If you're still a pretty new coach, or you've never run a group before, that doesn't mean that you're a poor leader. It just means that you need to step into that next level of who you are. It means there's a need for leadership. If you feel that little bit of imposter syndrome, that's a good thing. That means that you're trying to step into a new version of yourself. I was feeling that earlier today. I had some calls set up and I was a little bit nervous, and I was like, why am I feeling nervous? And then I was like, oh yeah, because I've never done these before. I've never approached my business before like this. I've never gone this deep with people and like served people on the level that I'm serving them like I am right now. That's why I felt a little bit nervous. That's why I had butterflies. And I recognized that, and that didn't scare me. That empowered me, because I realized that those nerves were coming from me becoming that higher version of myself, that higher level of who I am. So all of us need to feel some butterflies. If you're not feeling butterflies, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. You're not working hard enough to help people the way that you could be, because you're not feeling that push to step into that next version of yourself. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys with the share, but I wanted to open it up for questions, or if anybody just wants to share like what they're excited about, or any ideas that they felt while they were watching that of how they want to utilize this.
I just have like a couple of thoughts about just like how I keep my own activities in my challenge group organized. So I feel like with such a big push around like recruiting and bringing new people in and like having enough people to start a group like you talked about, um, we also have to keep the importance on like being present in the group once it starts. And so like one of the things Mackenzie said was like the mompreneur and having posts. So like for me, that was huge. I go in and I plan my posts at the beginning of every month, and then all I am is a challenger in the group. But in doing that, I've had to come up with some systems and habits so that I'm not just like, cool, my group is good for the month, because what they signed up for is me as their coach, not just the posts. And so a couple things that I do is I don't add my workouts to my stories on Instagram until I have added them into my challenge tracker, because I was noticing randomly that I would have my workout on my story for like 5 or 6 hours and never have even posted it in my challenge group. And that is not a good service to our people that we already have. That's a better service to our prospects, right? So that's one thing I do. I also create a list, just like on a piece of paper. I write a list of all my challengers at the beginning of a group. And then depending on the number of challengers that I have, I will divide that by 7. And so I have a number that I'm going to check in with daily. And that ensures that I'm checking in with each challenger once a week, one-on-one. So then I just literally go down that list. Doesn't matter like how consistent they're being in the group or like how great they're doing in the group. It's either like a pat on the back, encouragement, you're doing awesome, or it's like, what do you need from me? Like, how can I get you going? And so I just go down that list and I do a little check mark. So then it's like you get to the end of the group and, you know, maybe someone ghosted me halfway through, but I see on my paper that I tried to check in with them 4 times one-on-one. And so I can bless and release that they made the choice not to participate and not feel like, you know, it was my fault. That's just my way of like knowing that I'm giving them the one-on-one attention that they need. I took some other notes. Oh, and then so like on my action items daily, I have 3 things. I have log in challenge group, I have engage in challenge group, and then I have check in. So I talked about the other 2, but engaging in the challenge groups. Like I think that every single person's post, workout and shake, should be either liked or commented on. So like I'm going through and I'm at least liking every single post. I'm trying to add some kind of encouraging comment, just so that they are seeing like what they're doing is seen. Like that's why they're there, right? Because they want to be seen. They want to have that accountability. And so having people notice them every single day, I think is really important. So those are just things that I do to just try to like make sure that I'm keeping my focus just as much on bringing in prospects as I am on like serving the people that I have. But Mac, that was so helpful. Thank you so much for all of that. I'm so excited for BODGroups.
I'm so excited too. And yeah, guys, make sure like in your action hours or your power hour, you find a system where you are talking to your people. Don't just necessarily rely on the group. They need that one-on-one interaction. And also too, like with this feed, it's just going to be I'm so excited to see it for real, but like, there's like a love button and a like button. Like it's literally, I'm pretty sure going to be it's modeled after Facebook. So it's like I said, if you're liking and commenting on things on your Facebook feed, you better be in the app liking and commenting on things. And it should be a place that you want to be. So keep that in mind. Like that feed should be a feed that you want to be hanging out on and scrolling. Like if you're not excited to go scroll while you're chilling in your app, think about that and think about the things that you can bring into it that would make it more exciting. Allison, as far as I know, yes, you can still have like coach admins. So I know I stressed pretty seriously to be like stepping up and running your own group. But if you like have a vibe with the person, I know Maggie and I run groups together and we absolutely love it. We're kind of a yin and a yang. So we feel like we bring like a really good mix of both. But if you're a brand new coach or you've never run a group by yourself, either pair up with somebody that's kind of like on the level that you are. Like we have an Emerald group coming up. We have people trying to pop Diamond. If you are in that Diamond Master Series, pair up with somebody, set the goal for the group of how many people you want to bring in and how many people you want to continue to keep on their orders. I think that's another really good goal to have. Like when you sign up 5 people a month, make sure 3 to 4 of them continue their order next month. Like make that your personal mission because you gave them that support. They love the products. And the other thing that I don't think I touched on enough was utilizing this new feed to talk about the products way more. We started doing a superfood highlight that came with the mompreneur, and I swear to you, people were like, what like this is in Shakeology? And I'm like, yeah. So because they'll see those things, like get creative with your Energize, get creative with Shakeology, take the pretty picture, make it eye-popping like you would for your Facebook feed, because then people can leave the group and go right over to shop. Okay. So remember, it's going to be right there for them to just want to press buy. So show them why you love it and show them what's available to them. Because like I said, a lot of people don't even know we have half the stuff that we have. So start thinking of creative ways to, we have a product highlight PDF in Transformation Nation, I believe, that has like all of the different products that Beachbody has. You could even link that in there for just a starter and utilize that. Okay. Anybody else?
Another like random little thing, and I actually have like forgotten about this for the last 6 months until you just said that, Mac. But one thing I used to do is on my workout logs, I would not just, and especially now that like it tells you what workout it is if you have the syncing turned on, but I would say like what other products I was using. So I would say like Energize dash the workout dash recover. So just like the workouts and just like the shakes, like people are seeing that every single day, the products that I'm using. So that's something I used to do, and I'm going to restart doing. I forgot about it.
And I know some of us do like our Energize dances or like Energize chats on Instagram. Just start bringing that into your BOD group because you're going to have the live feature. It's just going to be so streamlined. I can't wait. I can't wait to be going live all the time. All right. Anybody else want to add anything or ask any questions? Like I said, that FAQ will be super helpful. I've never seen an FAQ that in depth. And then we'll get a lot more, I'm pretty sure, of the nitty gritty this weekend with Beachbody. But I just wanted to give you guys a way to get your wheels turning, get you actively talking to your people, and let's help as many people as we possibly can at the end of April and going into May with this new feature. Okay. That's all we have, folks. Well, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you all so much for being here. And it's not like, I know some of us have plans, but I've been making the joke. It's not like I have plans. So thanks for being here, guys. It's good to see you guys. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.